Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Just we are starting in a minute.
Uh, okay.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Good morning and very welcome you all in today's very special webinar of Project Inclusion. Today, Sri Aurobindo Society organizing this webinar in collaboration with Samagra Siksha, West Khasi Hills and Eastern West Khasi Hills, Meghalaya. In today's webinar, we have as a chief guest Srimati Evalensha Jana Nongbet Ma'am, District Inclusive Education Coordinator, West Khasi Hills and Eastern West Khasi Hills, Meghalaya. And also we have from Sri Aurobindo Society, Dr. Semi Mahajan Ma'am, who is the head of Project Inclusion Rupantar Program, Sri Aurobindo Society, New Delhi. We are most welcoming our dignitaries today in the session. In today's webinar, we are going to discuss about inclusion, how a single teacher could be able to identify the identity or CWSN student, how to act as a special educator within their school, how what techniques should be used in class to create an inclusive education within their classrooms. So we are going to discuss here completely about every a teacher, how work on project inclusion, how work on inclusive education. So now we are welcoming our guests, and we would like to request Srimati Evalensha Jana Nogbet ma'am, District Inclusive Education Coordinator, to share their kind words. Ma'am, please switch on your mic and switch on your camera. Can you share your kind thought regarding inclusive education, ma'am?
Uh, Hello, everyone.
Yes, ma'am. Audible.
Yes. But I'm trying to on my camera, but it's not coming. Hello, everyone. Good morning, and I welcome you all to this project inclusive uh, for strengthening of all the teacher in the area of disability. So I welcome all you, the teacher, a BRP, a special educator, a cluster resource person, and a faculty from Sri Aurobindo Society, New Delhi, for initiating this program, which which will be helpful for so many teacher in respect to identify children who has different needs and different disability, which they face the problem on day-to-day life, especially in the school, in regards to the educational needs. So with this program, we will be able to help the teacher and other special educator to guide them so that we can help and we can reach the goal in our district so that we can help each and every child to identify the needs. So I'll hand it over to Sir Vijay. Thank you, sir, for
Thank you,
this
ma'am.
program, and we hope that from now on we will work as a teamwork. Together, we'll help together from nodal officer of the district with the teacher, with the teacher, and with a colleague from our education department. We have to work hand in hand to reach our goal to give quality education for all children in all level. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, to sharing your kind words. Definitely, in today's every a single student which have any kind of disability, which have any kind of speciality, but we should treat in a proper way, in a adequate way, so every a single child could be get a proper education, it could get a quality education. So we are going to discuss about that thing, how to create an inclusive education environment, how to impart that those techniques to cater the NDD students. So we are welcoming Miss Aati Shanklaji, who is a senior special educator and psychologist having more than 10-year experience in this field. And she will be discussing more about project inclusion. Then now we request to Ms. Aati Shanklaji to kindly take over the session and share more about project inclusion. Welcome, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, Vijayji. Thanks a lot. Uh, Thank you, ma'am Nongbi, for having us today. It's a great pleasure to connect it with Meghalaya, and we are ready to give our best and provide our assistance and support to every teacher who are taking initiative to have inclusive education in their classrooms. So, Project Inclusion is an initiative who's working uh, on the way of bringing inclusion in our classrooms. So, before commencing this session, let's understand um, when we talk about inclusive education, what kind of learners we have. So, Project Inclusion does not only talk about children who have neurodevelopmental disorder, NDD. We also talk about students who struggle in learning in the classroom. It could happen because of one or more than one reason. Could be because of natural calamities, and migration could be one of the reason, which is why they are performing poorly in academics. So our focus is on making sure that every learner learn in an environment which is conducive to their needs. So to begin with this session, we should really talk about the statistic and what is the ground reality so far in India. So to catch that up, we have some datas with us, which is of UNESCO and Tata Institute of Social Sciences, which talks about that India is a home of some 80 lakh children with special need. It's a big number. And out of which 45% of them are failing to attain a regular education. If we talk about regular education, having a regular education is a right of every child. But here, uh, we're not able to provide such. We are not able to provide the education to these many children. And if we look at the census 2011, the last census, we have the data that we have some 2500 special school in our country, and RCA registered special educator count is 1,20,000 plus. And if we talk about children with special needs, which is 80,000, 80 lakh now. So if we look at the stat, 2,500 school, 1,20,000 plus special educators, and children with special need, which is 80 lakh. So distance, this gap is huge. To make a bridge, it is very difficult to accommodate all the children who have children with special need. How come we can accommodate some 80,000 80 lakh student in 2,500 school, and how 1,20,000 teacher would be able to educate these 80,000 80 lakh students? So because this number is huge, we really need to look at what could be the probable solution where we can reach out to these students. So to look at this, we have RPWD Act. We all are well aware about the RPWD Act 2016, which talks about the inclusive education. Let's understand what is inclusive education as per RPWD Act. Then we can talk about how it's a probable solution. A system of education wherein students with and without disabilities learn together, and the system of teaching and learning is suitably adapted to meet the learning need of different types of students with disabilities. So RPWD Act says that every child should learn within under a same roof, either having disability or without disability. And with the help of a few modification and adaptation, we could understand the need of every learner and help them to continue their education till higher grade and so on. So RPWD Act's inclusive education definition helps us to understand what is inclusive education and what is path for us. The next thing is National Education Policy 2020. It has many points. There's a whole reform in the education system. But if we talk about special education, so NEP says that teachers should be aware enough about the need of every learner. every child. Why we are saying this? Because if we know the need of the learner, if we know how can I educate this child, I can definitely change in the pedagogy. I can change, I can make certain adaptation modification in the class, so that this learner could also learn with the typical learners. If we talk about the second point, it says that appropriate assessment should be provided. So if you see, every learner in the class, every child is able to perform at par, or maybe have similar capacities. There are few learners that who are good at oral, they can answer verbally, but it is very difficult for them to collect their thought and put it on the paper, like within 3 hour or 1 hour. So what we can provide, how can we assist these learners? Because our idea is not to just fail them, our idea is to bring out what they know and what they don't. So we can definitely introduce MCQ question, true false, and there are a lot more. You know better than me that there are different ways to figure out how much a learner know about the typical concept. Third point is flexible curriculum. When we say flexible curriculum, like we just shared, that every child have different capacity. So why not giving the curriculum which is as per the need of the child, rather than giving all the burden to the child to learn everything, every concept, every chapter. We should provide as per the learner needs their functionality, so that it's not the burden for all. It's also a burden for a teacher to make child learn everything for the examination purposes. Fourth point is usage of assistive technology, assistive devices. Today we all are connected through this medium, using laptop, phones, and whatnot. So why we are not using assistive technologies for our kids? These can also, they can also learn, and it can help them to pursue their classroom or continue their education, like calculator or computer, tablets, scanner pen. So these are the devices which could smoothen their learning and help them to grow in the classroom. So so education policy and RPWD Act help us. These are the policy which could help us bring inclusion in our daily classroom. So these are really important for us to learn, that already policies have been changed. Now what we have to do, we have to incorporate things in our classroom. But before that, let's look at the rigid system. What was the rigid system? From the very beginning, it's not that today itself we got a different learner in the class. From the very beginning, different learners were present in the classroom. They could be different in aspect of their capacity, their strengths, their limitation, like you can see in the picture. But I would say a teacher, a true teacher, always believe in their child and help them to understand each and every concept, like in this picture this teacher has done. But now today is the test day. There's a test for every learner, that they have to climb a tree. If I look at the capacity and strength of each and everyone and the limitation, there are few students who will climb the tree. There are few students who will struggle to climb it, or maybe they will not. Or there are some students who will not even give an attempt. So it doesn't mean that the learner is incapable to do or accomplish in the life as well. So here we really want to talk about that. If teacher also provide a conducive environment, but the rigid system of assessing the child could stop this. uh, do you have a doubt? I can see someone is talking. I request you, if you don't have any doubt, please mute yourself, or in case you have a doubt, please raise your hand. At the end of the session we'll take your doubts. Or in case you have a doubt and you want to really share with us, please put it in the chat box. Yes. So, like what we were talking is that our rigid system was not allowing us to help the learner to reach their maximum potential. But there is slight change. A change has happened. And what is that? Integrated education. Integrated education was a new change in the education system. But it was not enough. How come? Let's talk about this. When integrated education came, which means that schools were open for all, with disability or without disability. Every learner could take admission in the nearby school. So that was the plus point of integrated education. But what was missing in that system? Teachers were not educated enough regarding the need of a special learner. Infrastructure was not ready yet, and there was no such policies or exemption or flexibility in the curriculum which was burden for every learner and teacher. So that was the loophole when we talk about the integrated education. Still, teacher took up the project and made provide their best to their learners. They tried very hard to connect with the child and do well, so that this learner could learn in the classroom. But there was some experience of the teacher which demotivated them, which was that these learners were different. These students were not able to understand what teacher was saying, or they were not able to understand what is happening in that given environment, or what was happening in the classroom. They were expected to perform something, but students were not much aligned, or they were not, if they were learning something, they usually tend to forget it very quickly. So these were the experience of a teacher. And also, teacher also realized when special educator teach these children, that the children learn very well. So it made them feel that maybe the special school is a viable option for such children. They could understand their need and provide better pedagogy for them. And somehow, eventually, after all the efforts and everything, it made teacher believe that this child has a problem and the system is not ready for this child. So considering all the experience of the teachers, the loopholes, education system brings something else, which is education, inclusive education. When we talked about RPWD Act, give the definition of inclusive education. And now inclusive education is the solution for having diverse learner in our classroom. Now today, what I'm going to tell you is what is the learning outcome of we supporting the teachers. So project inclusion bring a course which is a very animated videos, largely animated videos, through which a teacher can understand the management, the strategy, sign and symptom of each learner present in your classroom. So I am telling you the learning outcome if you do the course. So first of all, you'll be able to understand their talents, what their talents are, irrespective of their limitation. Children have few talents with them. Also, what is the right approach to teach these children? What is the child centered approach, and how you can accommodate them in the classroom? Also, how you can make curriculum flexible as per their need. We will be providing professional intervention as well. So these many changes could definitely help you accommodate these learner, understand their learner, so that you will accept the child as a part of the class. And it will be like that every learner is present, irrespective of their limitation, irrespective of their capacities and strength. So our motto is that every learner should be part of the class, with disability or without disability, and teachers should be empowered enough to encourage all the learner to be present in the class. So let's talk about what are the beneficiary getting out of it. Providing inclusive education is our target, but are the beneficiary, children with disability or without disability, are they getting any benefits out of it? So as per the researchers, what they say is that through imitation, a child with disability can learn a lot of skill which is very difficult for any teacher or parent to teach them in a regular day. So sometimes what happens is, like, this happens with us also. If we visit some new restaurant or some new place, what we do, we imitate, or we see around what is happening, what they are doing, and as per our understanding, we imitate and proceed. So in such way, in a similar way, child with disability also can lot of social and real life skill will definitely equip this child for to live their to live in their communities. So such changes, such imitation could definitely bring positive outcome for this learner. Also, conducive environment, conducive environment of an inclusive education will provide various opportunity to develop friendship within the classroom. So that is a very important and core thing which we can provide to this child. Also, after, like we said, after integrated education, now every school has opened the door for children without disability, now with and without disability. So now this learner is not going to very far special school to get the special education. Now this child can come to the nearby place, nearby school, and continue their education. So these are the benefits for children with disability. Now we need to understand what are the benefit for children without disabilities. They are typical learners, what we can bring for them out of inclusive education. So a part that we are developing value in them through having diverse learner in the classroom who come with individual differences and human exceptionality, which is rare. I request all to please mute themselves so that we can continue our session. Thank you. So these many value can be developed if a regular child have more realistic and accurate view of children with disability. If they regularly meet them and understand their need, they can empathize with them, they can develop such values which could definitely help them now and make them future ready. Also, this develop a very positive attitude in them and motivate them to take up the challenge in life, that despite having lots of disability and concerns and issue, this child with disability, if they can perform well, why not I? Also, there are many a time we have seen that many teachers says that our regular kids are taking responsibility of children with special need. They help them to go to the play area or to the next classroom. So they started taking responsibility, which is a big thing. We often say that children are not very compassionate nowadays, but if we provide the conducive environment, if we provide the environment where there are different learner having individual needs, they can definitely learn how to take care of them. So these were the benefits for both children with and without disability. Let's look at what is there for the teachers. So, when we talk about bringing change in the community, change comes very slowly and gradually. So, what we say is, and as per the theories as well, that change brings from the home. Home is the through parents, this change bring we can bring change in the children, and through home it can go to the school level, and through school it can go to the community level. But here, when we talk about inclusive education and understanding the need of the children, we say that parents are not very well aware about the need of every learner. It is very difficult for them to understand or maybe learn. I request not to share your screen. My screen is already being shared. In case, yeah, yes, it's shared now, right? All right. So when we say is that okay, the change can come from the family and from the parents, and in India parents are not much aware, so we largely rely on the teachers. That's why project inclusion is also targeting teachers, that through their help we can bring inclusion in the community. First and foremost important thing, because teacher are not dealing with one child, they are dealing with a lot. Like in a class you are dealing with 40 children, and 40 children having some 80 around parents. So you are dealing with a larger community. If you know something, if you know about inclusive education and you are well versed about the need of the children, it will reach out to community then and there. So that's why we say teacher can bring change in the community. So here project inclusion is targeting teacher, and we know that you have a lot in plate. You are teaching students, you are doing the administrative work, you are taking lot of session like this, you are already doing a lot. But we still believe that through you we can reach out to the maximum community, and we can fulfill our dream of bringing inclusion in the community. And now I'll be sharing a few examples of if teachers are well versed, if teachers are well aware about the need and the potential of the students, where we can go. So these are the success story, these are some examples then where teacher were very much sensitized, aware about the need of the child, and the success is there. So first name is Aditi Verma. She is 25-year-old. She has she's a Down syndrome, and she's an entrepreneur in Mumbai. So right now she is running her restaurant, which is very successful venture. Second is Pranav Bakshi, 19 years old. He is India's first model with autism, running his life successfully. And third is Ansh Batra, 14 years old, autism, and he's an artist. His he At international or national level, he's exhibiting his painting. So such success stories can only be possible if community supports, if community is well aware about the need of the learner and provide the support in their daily or
Excuse me,
yes,
Madam Aarti, just give me a
yes.
second. Sir Islam, can you please stop presenting the screen? Because Madam Aarti was presenting, so let us just understand what Madam Aarti want to convey the message. Okay, please. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Can I resume?
Sure, sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. So these were the success story, and what we largely say that now we are at the stage that we don't need the success story of the Western community. Now we are capable enough. These changes started happening here, and now we are reaching to the ground, to various district and places. Now this success story can we can have more success stories like this now. So we are totally relying on the teachers and their support, and relying on the officers who can bring such change in the community, and we really need their support for that. Now, I want to talk about project inclusion, how we started and where we are right now and what we are offering. So, project inclusion started in 2016 under Sri Aurobindo Society, and we started our pilot study from Ghaziabad, and covered 14 state and union territories so far. Um, so we oriented some 20,000 plus teacher on our ground level trainings, where they screened some 18,000 students. So I want to tell you about some really interesting fact, that when we talk about neurodevelopmental disorder, NDD, it's a hidden disability. Many a time we have seen that teacher says we have few children in the school, but these are just one and two. Why we need to be very equipped and knowledgeable about these? They are running their life perfectly fine. But I want to tell you, neurodevelopmental disorder are the hidden disability which cannot be seen physically. You can understand and you can see this disability through observation, which is observing their learning capacity, their communication, their activity daily livings. So through which you can understand if this child is struggling actually, or if child is at the risk of NDD. So once we so at the ground level, when we got some 18,000 names, we helped them for the psychometric assessment, and we got to know that out of 18,000 students, 6,600 students were NDD cases. It was a huge number. So 6,600 students were struggling before this ground training. Teachers were not aware about their needs. Students were clueless what they are doing in the classroom. So such change, such intervention, such awareness can help us to screen out a lot of cases, and definitely we can provide intervention as per the need. So like this, We conducted our session. Our presence were in 14 state and union territory between 2016 to 2020, and we got to know that everyone, every state, every district need this awareness, because not many teachers were well aware about children with special need, which we got to know through our assessments. So generally what happens is we take pre and post assessment to get to know if teacher are well aware about the need of the child. So before the training we took the pre assessment, and we got to know that only 1% of the teachers were aware about the different need. And post training there was some 48% teacher who responded very well, understood what is to have children, what is to have having specific needs. So till March, we conducted this training on the ground. But as we all know, due to pandemic, we could not continue this training on ground, and we shifted it to digital platform. So now we are running our app, which is free of cost. It is as per the convenience of the teacher. You can do this course as per your convenience in the evening, maybe while you are traveling. And this course is easy to understand because it has animated video, very short animated video, which is easy to understand, which I'll share with you, or show you the sample in a while. So now we have three phases through which we are conducting project inclusion awareness right now in the on the digital platform. So first phase is sensitization, where we are providing a course which has 17 modules. I'll be sharing the details in a while. Second is screening. So many times I have heard many teachers that we don't have any exemption or benefit for children with special need. How come they can do matlab, how come they can cross 12th or maybe pursue their higher education? So uh, screening has its own importance. Why? Let me tell you. So once we have the statistic, when we have the data that these many children are at the risk, then only we can provide this data to the government, and they can change or make change in the policies or exemption. Till time we don't have any data, government is clueless about how many children are there in the state or the city or district, and what could be done for them. So to understand or make changes in the policy, we really need to work on the screening part, which can be done through our app. It is a it's not manual. You can through clicks you can fill the screening tool, and so it's very easy to understand. We made sure that every teacher can understand every item of it. Third is providing remedial teaching, and also uh, giving you a platform or giving you a strategy so that you are teaching every learner in the classroom at a time, rather than separating children with special need or teaching them separately and teaching typical children separately. No, our idea is to provide education at the same time, so that we are bringing UDL as well in the third phase. So now let's discuss about phase one, which is our priority and which is on the awareness, which is for the awareness of the teacher. So its name is Learning Difficulties, Understanding and Management Level 1. This course has 17 modules. Each module has 3 to 4 videos, which is of 3 to 4 minutes. These are the animated videos, easy to understand. Because of the animation, it is very easy to understand what is happening and how to go about it. Second is the content. The content is very relevant as per the need of the teacher, where you will get to understand about inclusive education, what are the policies, different learners on the NDD, like learning disability, autism, ADHD, intellectual disability. And also we covered student who are not on the spectrum, like slow learner, underachiever, gifted underachiever. Sometimes we have gifted underachiever, like while we were on the ground and assessed, we got to know that we had some 2% of students who has gifted IQ, which is 130 and above. but teacher were not able to cater their needs and they were not performing well in the classroom. So we also help them to understand how to take care and how to manage them in the class. Same time we are providing all the strategies and management in this course. Many a time I have heard the teacher says that understanding sign and symptom of the disability is a part, but what about the strategy, what about the management of it? So in this course you will get to know both. Also this course is in a multi language, so Hindi English is present on the app right now. We are working on Bengali, Tamil, Gujarati, Marathi and Punjabi, which will soon appear on this app. So let me tell you the flow of it. So first you download the app, you register yourself, you choose the language, you give the pre-assessment, and then you begin the course. When you begin the course, in every module you see a video of a chapter which is animated. You'll have reading material which is optional because it is same as the video script. It just that sometime few teachers likes to read rather than watch, so that's why this option is available, which is completely option, you can skip that. And then you can have the assessment, 4 questions based on the video. So this is the general flow of this course, and eventually you complete the course. So now we also acknowledge the efforts of the teacher. So we also provide the certification for their participation in the course. So after every module we give an assessment, and if a teacher score more than 60%, they'll get e-certificate which they can download and share in the community. Second is the final assessment. After completing the course there is a post assessment, and if you get some 75%, you will get the e-certificate and you can share it in the community. And the third level is those achiever, those teacher who perform very well and score more than 75%, they will be recognized for their efforts and will be achiever certificate will be given to them. They can download it and share it in the community. So this part, doing the course and getting the certification for their work, but one part is also missing. Sometimes we have seen that teachers really want to learn about this particular case present in the class, and having really hard time to understand the need of the child. For that we have doubt clearing session. So in the doubt clearing session, special educator and psychologists will be present. They will be conducting this session. They'll help you with in relation to the content of the program, content of the course. If you have any doubt, or if you are struggling with this particular child in the class, that can be also taken care of. And third part is, if technology per se, if you are having technical issue in the app, you can also share this doubt with us in the doubt clearing session. So usually this happens twice a week on Wednesday and Fridays. So I request you, whenever you go through the app, whenever you are doing this course, feel free to connect with us in the doubt clearing session. If you have any doubt, we will be happy to help. And then I want to show you a flow of this app. You can download it, register yourself, choose if you are a teacher or a parent. The course is open for the teacher right now. We will be providing this course to parent in a while, and then you can start the course. So this is a sample of a reading material present, and which I said, it's completely optional. If you have watched the video and understood the concept, you can skip the reading material. And now I'm going to show you the video. I request you all to please stay with me. After this video, we'll take your doubts.
Dyslexia, understanding the disorder A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. You must be wondering, why are we revisiting learning alphabets at this stage? For you, these are simple alphabets. Within these 26 letters, you may be able to identify the vowels and consonants. Now, what if we say that this isn't the case with everyone? Meet Zoya. She's 6 years old. And this is how the letters appear to her. All that she sees is some dancing and floating shapes. Zoya has a hard time connecting letters to the sounds they make and then blending those sounds into words. Since she cannot pronounce the words or recognize their sounds, she cannot understand the meanings. So, what's the case with Zoya? Zoya has a disorder called dyslexia. Dyslexia is a language-based learning disability. Students diagnosed with this condition face challenges in interpreting and processing language. The disorder affects an individual's ability to read, spell, write, and speak. While these students have a normal vision and are just as smart as their peers, they struggle with their academics, thus requiring the teacher to adapt to an individual's way of learning. In this series of videos, we will learn about some teaching strategies for students with dyslexia. Before we start with the sessions, it is important for us to know that a supportive teaching environment plays a vital role in making the classroom dyslexia friendly. A teacher's understanding of specific difficulties and how they may affect the student's classroom performance is a blueprint for the teacher to plan and proceed with the lectures. From the next session onwards, we will begin to learn the strategies that can be implemented to teach the students having this disorder. Stay tuned.
Yes. So this is a sample I really wanted to show you so that you could understand in a simple language how you can understand different need of the learner, what is happening with them, and what is their perspective, how they are processing things. So these animated videos are really easy to understand for all, while wherever you are traveling maybe, or having free time in the evening. As per your convenience, you can do the course. Now I request every one of you, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Meanwhile, I am just showing a scanner for you, basically the code, so that you can download this app through scanning the code. Also, we have shared the links with you in the chat box. And this is the Dyslexia Awareness Month. We are having wonderful videos and wonderful material on our social media. I request you all to please connect with us on the social media pages so that you can have better information, updated information, which you can which you can use in your daily classroom. So if you have any doubt, I'm willing to take it. I can see more than 18 hands has been raised. So you can unmute yourself or maybe put it in the chat box and share your concern. Doubt clearing session link has been shared by Mr. Rahul ji. So in case you have doubt, or in future if you are having doubt, you can come to our doubt clearing session to resolve your concern. Now I request people who have raised their hand, unmute yourself and ask the question. For me, it will be very difficult to take out the names. Please excuse me for that. That's why I'm not taking the names. I request you to please unmute yourself and share your concern. If you have any doubt, you can share here, or later maybe you can come to a doubt clearing session regarding your concern. Meanwhile, I can show you the path how can you continue this course. I'm playing this video. Please be with me. So you can click on the link, download it, And then this app will open here. You can choose the language first, and then choose if you're a teacher or a parent, then log in through your number, and make sure that you are keeping a password which is easy to learn, so that next time also you are well aware with your password. Then you will click on the courses, where you will find the course of project inclusion, which is learning difficulties, understanding and management level 1. After the intro, you can start the course, and first you will get pre-assessment to understand, for this is for us to understand how much you are aware about children with special need. Yes. Now I request you, if you have any doubt, any concern, kindly share. Or if Madam Nonbe is with us, I request you to please conclude this session. App available on iPhone. Right now, we are on Android, but that will be done in the future. Yes. For iPhone, we refer our web version, so that you can also do the course. Laptop, uh, we can share the link. This can be done. Thank you. Yes, madam.
Hello, everyone. I request the teacher and all the participants, if you have any queries, please share. So that we can clear the doubt, no? Like our resource person is here, Miss Aarti is here. She will clear everything. Like I've heard that most of the participant had tried to download that project inclusion, but they haven't could not connect or could not access.
For that, ma'am, I would like to request here. We have shared the doubt clearing session link. In case of, if they are having any technical glitch or technical concern, they can come to a doubt clearing session and we can help them there. Or in case you have any doubt here, you can ask here as well. But in case after, if you are doing this course and meanwhile doing this course, you are having any technical issue, you can come to the doubt clearing session and resolve your concern.
Okay, I request again the participant, do you have any queries? So that we can hello, participant, can you hear me? You're free to ask any question.
Hả? Remote nhá.
Madam Eva,
Miss Aarti, can you? Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yes. Shall we end up the session? Or is still, Miss Aarti still has something to say?
No, ma'am, I don't have anything to say. I just wanted you to conclude the session. We'll be obliged to have your thoughts over this.
Okay. I thank Ms. Aarti has been sharing us the session for today from the how we have to initiate no this program on project inclusion. So I hope all the teacher and our special educator and elementary and secondary level, block resource person and cluster resource person will help to guide the teacher in downloading the project inclusion. And I look forward that we will work hand to hand in a teamwork so that we could reach the goal, which has been to help our children who had difficulty who have difficulty in different level of educational needs. So, in enrolling yourself in the project inclusion, it will clear your doubts. It will it will make an individual to be access to identify, to understand the difficulty of a children in the classroom. So whatever the from the project inclusion, they have already shared the link, like the doubt clearing link, then the project PI link how to download. So if the teacher have any doubt, they could clear themselves in the doubt clearing link, which will be on Wednesday and Friday. So I request all teacher, all special educator, BRP, CRC, IE volunteer to work hand in hand. And I'm looking forward that our district will be achieving our goal, which is very important that inclusive education, so that we could give a quality education to every child who have different level of educational needs. So I thank Sri Aurobindo Society, New Delhi, for initiating such a lovable and such an knowledgeable program, a project which would help us to upgrade ourselves in different field of disability. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. And we got one question. So if you allow me, I would like to answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can go ahead.
Yeah, so I got the question that we are not special educator nor have been trained for the same sign language. So I want to tell you that this course has been designed and we understood the teachers, regular teachers who are studying in the class, and the strategies and the management have been designed for the teacher if they can use this strategy in the class. These are not specifically for the special educator. So the flow and the strategy is specifically for a regular teacher and not for special educator. Definitely special educator can also learn a lot many things because it talks about the cross disability, so it's a cross disability training for them. And for the regular teacher, it's very simple. Like I shared the video, it's in very easy language. We made sure that no technical or typical language should be used because we are connected with the teachers, so we made sure that this doesn't happen. Post what says unable to connect with the API server. I got you, Kondhakarji. So I request you to please connect with us in a doubt clearing session so the technical team, the expert, can help you with that. Or it is also possible because generally on the weekends we make certain changes to make the app more accessible and available for many, because it is going to start a weekend, and I believe the technical team is working on that. So maybe post Diwali this glitch will be resolved. Yes, Miss Rita, I know there are a lot of concerns. There are lot many problems we have right now. That's why I stressed on the screening part. if we could give the number to the state, to the government, that these many children are present in the school, in the classroom, definitely things can be done as per the, as per the convenience of the children, infra wise, and other thing can be taken care of. Duration of the course, I would say it is like 7 to 8 hours of content, but I would request you to do in bits and pieces, because this much information would not help you in a one go. So if you could give 30 to 45 minutes daily, you'll be able to complete this course in 10 to 15 days, and we can have healthy learning practices if we go by this. But there are many learners, there are many teachers who completed this course in 3 to 4 days. So as per your convenience again. I could say a lot many teachers are very much motivated to understand and learn. Thank you, Madam Nonbe, because I could see they are motivated and they are ready to learn. Thank you all. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Definitely, I'm here. But in case everything is resolved, yes. Okay, so you can have the video of this session on YouTube. You all can connect with us on the YouTube. Subscribers. There are other videos and other more information available on the YouTube channel. This session has been recorded as well, so you can have all the PPT and relevant information there. Thank you, Ms. Rita. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Nonvi ma'am. Thanks a lot. We hope that we will be having same enthusiasm and motivation from your end.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Aarti, and thank you for all the participants for sparing your time for this day, and looking forward to work hand in hand. And I thanks once again.
Thank you.